Do you play the lottery? Well, if you do so in Germany, you have to pick 6 matching numbers out of 49 in order to win. Your chances to win the jackpot are 1 to 15 million per tip. Now, imagine the following lottery game. 26 out of 384. Guess how many possibilities we've got here? It would be an unutterable number with 40 zeros. What does this have to do with the Genius Report? The Genius Report defines a total of 384 traits that make up human behavior. 26 of those are firmly defined and especially accentuated in each individual. On pages 9 and 10, your 26 most important characteristic traits are described. A democratic leadership style is something many people have. About 1 out of 3 knows how to assert themselves in negotiations. And it's possible that 1 out of 100 has a similar genius force field as you do. But what makes you completely and entirely individual can be found on pages 9 and 10. It's important that you relate each text to the respective heading. It's quite a difference if a certain characteristic trait is something you communicate or something that discipline demands of you. There are 2 texts below each heading. The first text relates to what you already consciously know. The second text describes a trait which you may not yet be aware of, and which others can perceive in you even better than you do. This is why the second text is printed in a lighter color. If there's only 1 text below a heading, which may be the case on page 10, it means that both are identical and the trait is therefore only listed once. It may happen that one and the same trait appear twice under different headings in your profile. This adds special weight and power to the trait. There are likely to be several traits in your Genius Report which will cause immediate response in you. With others, you may still have to find out their meaning. For these texts are talking about potentials that gradually emerge and develop in the course of life. For the purpose of self-assessment, it's advisable to reread the Genius Report from time to time. And of course, each characteristic trait has an aspect that can only be read between the lines. For instance, if it says, "I have the power to overcome crises by letting go of the old," it may just as well be the case that you have a hard time letting go of the old. So, in this example, the character trait is asking the question, did you already discover your potential of letting go of the old? That way you can interpret all character traits, and you're the one who knows best to what extent you've already developed the respective potential.